pushing the lines. It's not just the items, it's the stories behind.
All right, everybody, and welcome to the first video on my newly launched YouTube channel. Today we have a special guest, OMI Felix, level 100 Master Collector. Welcome, Felix.
Thanks, Jan, buddy. It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, definitely. Last time we saw each other was at the beginning of October at the VeVe Germany meetup, and there you were like level 99, close before level 100. How does it feel now that you reached that big goal of reaching level 100?
I'm still stoked. It was end of November last year in the meantime, and yeah, man.
Yeah, last year.
It was a journey, I'm telling you. Still excited, still proud of it, because 3.5 years hard work. So yeah, it's very nice.
Honestly, what a great achievement. I mean, a long time it took for you to get there, but what were like the biggest hurdles you have to overcome to reach this level? Because you were one of the first people who reached level 100, one of the top first 20 people? Or?
No, probably more one of the first 40 people. So not one of the first, but still early.
Yeah.
Because the Prestige One group, I don't know if you know it, will be the first 50 people ever reach level 100. So in there somewhere. The biggest hurdles, I don't know, it's decision making, because you want to collect everything. You have your characters, you have your fandom, you want to complete sets or something else, and you always need to allocate the money
and time
to MCP as well, because either you believe in MCP or not, and believing in MCP brings you closer to level 100.
Yeah, definitely. I know that you are definitely a big believer in MCP, and we both spoke a little about it beforehand, but I think MCP is such a big topic, and I believe a lot of people inside of VeVe don't really know all the things with the MCP. So give us a quick overview about MCP, and then we dive deeper into the specifics.
I can't believe that people don't know, because I'm a big fan since the first article. I don't know, it was end of 2021 or early 2022. They announced the first article that MCP is coming and what it is about and stuff like that. And so there are plenty of opportunities to push your MCP balance, because completing cheap sets, you have the VeVe set list, is a cheap way to do it. You get additional points for completing a set, one-time points and daily points. You have like rare and UR and SR comics could be a good way, because rare comics have usually the best MCP efficiency, the cheap ones, because they get you 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
A rare comic with, I don't know, under 4 gems, that's a very good price per MCP point. Most important is taking care of your daily MCP balance, because if you wait 1 year until you prioritize MCP,
like me,
you have already lost
I know.
free daily cash flow. I'm a finance guy. It's like earning interest, so it's very I don't know, very common.
Let's get back to the beginning of MCP. Why do you think that MCP is so important? What do you see like the bigger vision for MCP in the next, let's say, 1 to 5 years? And how many daily MCP points do you get?
Okay, so we start with the daily MCP
Yeah.
points, a little over 11K per day.
Okay.
So on
Sick.
the main
Yeah.
account,
Yeah.
yeah, so like 4 million points a year,
Yeah.
something.
Okay. I get
Um,
11,000 in a month, roughly.
okay, so you have a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still a
I,
long way.
I definitely have to level up my MCP game, but we both will speak about that later.
Would be a pleasure. Yeah, what is MCP in the future? I believe, and they announced it will be long-term, let's say, gamification. You earn points, you can do different things with points. At the moment, you can bid for drops. Okay, in a bear, it's not very sexy, but in a bull, we already lived through a bull. It's very sexy because you can secure your drops, so your future cash flow. So first important thing for me is the future
Okay,
cash.
let me jump in there in terms of drops and the next bull run that probably will come in 2025. Do you believe that it will be as crazy as it was in the beginning of 2021, where people went nuts on the drops? And to be fair, there were also a lot of bots. Do you think there will be like the same excitement and the same characteristics of each drop, so that you definitely have to give up or pay MCP points to land the drops?
First of all, I don't know, right? I don't know, but I truly believe it because there are so much opportunity, so many for VeVe to do it. They can adjust the scarcity, they can bring bigger IPs, they can do IRL stuff with MCP points, they can bring crafts or having a special edition, or I don't know.
And they are
The
testing a lot
opportunities
of
are
these.
endless.
They are testing a lot of these
Yeah.
options, right?
So I truly believe we will have a hype like last time, maybe even bigger. The one question is, will NFTs have their bull run again? And either you believe it or not, I'm in the camp who strongly believes that
Yeah, me too.
NFTs are here to stay and will
Yeah.
have their second run. And if that's the case, VeVe will have a big hype again for sure.
Yeah, 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 I believe that as well. Okay, so MCP for getting or to enhancing the chance of getting like the scarce drops, like for example, hopefully Dragon Ball, Pokemon, One Piece, etc.
Yeah.
What else is special for MCP? What do you see in your vision?
Recently, you see already a lot of other opportunities, like paying MCP points to craft a special variant, or the evolvable drops with Sabertooth or Punisher are the first test runs in my eyes for bigger MCP craft. So that's the second utility. The third one could be like needing a level or rank. We saw that with the Christmas tree surprise.
Yeah, that was cool
In
to
the
be fair.
meantime,
Yeah.
so it was level based, or some crafts were already rank based. So levels and ranks are also MCP related, right? So you have already a lot of opportunities for MCP in place because they already tested it. And I think there will be a lot of more, because you can have IRL events like the tickets last year for level or rank based or MCP based stuff. And who knows what they will bring, but I'm pretty sure we all are running out of MCP points very quickly, because imagine a big IP, very
Yeah.
scarce. What people will bid with MCP points?
Yeah,
I
probably.
don't know. It will be millions, maybe.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, if Dragon Ball Z comes and Son Goku drops, I will bet all my MCP points just to get this one drop. So maybe I should level up my strategy in terms of MCP. That's the next point. What kind of strategy can someone like me, who is like, yeah, I get some MCP points, but I don't really care at the moment. What can I do to level up my MCP game in an easy way and in a way that is kind of cost effective? I mean, yeah, I could buy thousands of collectibles for thousands of dollars, but I don't think that a lot of people have that opportunity to pour that much money into the market. So how can I reach more daily MCP points with a little money and some structural changes within my collectibles portfolio?
Good question. And to be honest, it's very simple. Because you have always the cheapest sets, so it's very efficient. You can earn the set bonus, and if it's a cheap set, probably it is the first step to do it, like Christmas stamps or something. So,
Yeah.
a very important thing is always rare comics, because rare comics give you 2 MCP points per comic a day.
Yeah.
And the cheap ones are, I don't know, like 4 gems. So you have like $2 per MCP point, and everything under $2 per MCP point is probably
A good buy.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah. Okay.
So efficient.
Yeah.
The most important,
but I definitely have to look out for those deals. So I have to spend a lot of time within the app, or at least have a good understanding of what's underpriced, what's overpriced, and all that. Right?
Yeah, but you see, the most important thing is you have always to calculate the price per MCP point. Don't get emotional, because you can collect what you love. You buy your fandom, you complete this set because you want it, you buy this character, and on and on and on. But if you invest or buy or restructure in MCP, just calculate the cheapest MCP point, no matter what.
No emotions, just cost per point.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And the first thing are cheap sets. The second are rare comics.
What are some cheap sets at the moment?
Like, for example, like Christmas stamps, or the Fishmas stuff is pretty cheap, and you have a lot of underpriced and cheap sets. You can check the VeVe set list. They will give you I don't know, weekly updated, daily updated. I'm sorry, I don't know. They give you the cheapest MCP point per set.
VeVe, that is a Twitter channel, or what is it?
I think it's linked in VeVe.
Okay. I don't
I'm
know.
sorry,
I don't
don't
know
who
that.
does it, but somebody does it, and it's a great job.
Yeah.
You can check there
Yeah.
what's the cheapest and most
Okay.
efficient set, and they will show you the price per MCP point you are.
How is it called again?
The VeVe set list.
VeVe set list within VeVe.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the VeVe blog, it's linked, and yeah, we can link it down below after.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
No, but overall, it's rare comics. It's the most efficient way, but pay attention, because just when you are not having it already, because the second rare comic will reduce the points. So it's always important to check if you already have it, because then you get like 0.75, 0.5, and so on.
And then it's really expensive per MCP point, right?
Yeah. So that's why you can have a look on UR Comics, SR Comics, because the cheapest ones are pretty good for MCP as well. And SR Comic gives you 6 points a day. the first one. And if you have all the sets, all the cheap rare comics and so on, so that's pretty much my situation. Then very quickly the SR collectibles will be your best buy, because, and a lot of people don't know, the collectibles are calculated different. Comics, for example, SR comics, give you 6 points a day in total. The second one with diminishing points.
Yeah.
Collectibles give you always 1 point and the rarity bonus. In case of SR collectibles, it's 5 points as a rarity bonus. The collectible point, so only 1 point will be reduced for duplicates.
Okay. For example, I have two SR figures. It's 1 point plus 5 points.
Yeah.
So 6 points for the first one, and then 5 points for the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one. Because
and the rest of this 1 point for the collectible diminishing, but basically you can say every single SR collectible gives you at least 5 points.
Yeah. Okay.
And you have a lot of collectibles, like, I don't know, 12, 13, 15 gems. So you can calculate, it's like $3 for one MCP point.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of cheap. So you said in the beginning you have like around about 11,000 MCP points daily. So your collection is kind of huge, to be fair. Otherwise you wouldn't reach level 100 and so many MCP points daily. So my question would be, how much time and how important was VeVe for you in the last 3.5 years?
Yeah.
Roughly? Okay.
Yeah.
So how important, or what kind of part did VeVe take in your daily life?
To be honest, probably the biggest part, after like family and friends.
Yeah.
I sacrificed a lot for it because I'm seeing it as a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's a disruptive technology. VeVe has all the big IPs already, and even at the beginning times, I was like shocked how many chances you can have with this whole NFT community, collecting fandom. They bring it all together. So to make it short, a very big priority the last 3 to 4 years, to be honest.
Yeah.
Otherwise it wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah, I thought so. Because as you said, otherwise it wouldn't even be possible, right? For this kind of collection, it interests me. Have you been a collector before, or was it like in the case of myself, VeVe made me a collector? As you see, I have a few physical collectibles behind me, but I was never a collector before. With 11, 12, okay, I collected Pokemon cards like everybody else. But from then to now, at the end of 20, I was never a collector. And how is your journey, your collecting journey?
It's a very short journey because VeVe made me a collector 100%. I've never collected something before. I was never interested. I have fandoms, but like, okay, I would love to watch this movie or something.
Yeah.
But VeVe made me a collector, and it's amazing to see how VeVe has the power to unite
so many people. Yeah.
And you know, they unite existing collectors and totally new collectors like me, just in one place. And now I have friends and a lot of good contacts and networks and party with all the VeVe fam, and it's like you're flying to the other side of the world and meeting friends, because you know each other because you share the same fandom. That's incredible.
Yeah. I have a question to this topic. So VeVe creates new collectors like you and me, and VeVe wants to tap in like the existing collectors out there. What do you think is like the biggest hurdle for like someone who collects like comics and cards for like 20, 30 years? Is it a bigger hurdle for that person to come in into VeVe and start collecting digital, or is it a smaller hurdle to create new collectors within the digital age?
It's a tough question. I would say it's more difficult to bring the OG collectors of physical items into the digital world, because it needs a lot of trust, right?
Yeah.
It needs a lot of trust. They have the house full of expensive physical fandom and collectibles, and now they need to trust that digital not only has all the advantages, like you don't need storage, and you can carry it in your pocket and showcase it in AR. That's fine, but what is about the trust? And that's what VeVe builds very, very well in my eyes, because they doing it slowly. They build the trust. They work with Disney
And easily, to be fair. If you check out MetaMask or all the other or the most of the other NFT projects out there, it's kind of a pain, to be fair, for someone who is new to blockchain and Web3 and all that stuff. And I believe a big problem also is that a lot of people don't understand the fact that NFTs are the first time you can own something digital. I think that is hard for most of the people to understand.
And that's why I'm saying the more difficult way is to bring the people who are already fans and spending a lot of money for fandom and collectibles, to bridge them over into VeVe and the digital collecting. And I think VeVe is very successful with that, and all the other people like me maybe don't have these hurdles, because I don't care if I have it physically. I rather have it digital.
Yeah, especially if you think about the way the world will probably evolve in the next years with all the wearables and the I would say the digital overlay over your and my reality. I think the same. I think it's way better to have a lot of digital stuff, because tomorrow the world is more digital than today. So, and that's unstoppable, I think.
And you hardly can token gate or tokenize physical stuff. You can't go to New York and get access to a party by bringing your, I don't know, $10,000 physical.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not a real use case. So the whole community token gating, getting access or benefits, or all the good stuff. You can't do it physically. It's too complicated, too expensive. You need insurances, you need shipping, you need to carry it around. So I think that's why.
Definitely
is going digital with it.
You talked about the New York Comic Con, or you told me that you were there, and a lot of people from the German community were there as well. To bridge the gap to the topic beforehand, the already existing collectors on the Comic Con, how was their reaction to the VeVe Fam, the VeVe booth, and so on?
Yeah, I think there was a big interest because we had the FigPin collab and the CGC collab and the addiction and everything. The bridging was very good, and for me the interesting thing was 2023 was my first New York Comic Con, and in comparison to 2024, you could see VeVe evolve because you had like interviews with eBay. You had interviews.
They had their own booth, not with Marvel. They had their own booth, right?
Yeah, and their own booth and a pretty good one and professional one, not like a shady little booth.
Somewhere in
really
the back or so. Yeah.
good located, good looking. The stuff was very nice and engaging, and all the other stuff with TikTok and eBay and addiction and CGC and FigPin. You could see how it grows.
Yeah, they're definitely leveling up within the last half year to a year. They are leveling up a lot, I think. So
and then the connection to Marvel, even if they have their own booth now, I think in some years, I don't know when, but a lot of topics and booths and companies will circle around VeVe because a lot of these companies will go digital and in digital collecting,
and they're all in one place.
Which better place to go
Yeah.
than VeVe being at the New York Comic Con, give you a shout out, doing collabs. So that was pretty nice.
Yeah. Okay. In terms of VeVe, so I'm going back to like the original question, level 100, etc. What's next after you reached this big of a goal? What's next? Because there's not many, or there are no other big goals than just collecting further and leveling up MCP points and stuff. What's your next goal within VeVe?
First of all, I will never have enough MCP points.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have enough. So it's always good to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But sure, I'm a big Mighty fan, for example, and we sacrificed Spider-Man Noir Mighty to reach level 100. So we lost money when we sold it, and we knew it, but we gained interest day by day, so daily cash flow. So some grails like.
Do you guys have him back or not?
No. It's way too expensive.
Yeah.
It's like the floor is like 6K now.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
So, but I would love to have all Mighties again because since then we had all Mighties, and this could be a goal. Of course, I'm missing a lot of grails on the comic side, SR Comics or Miles Morales. It's too expensive. Probably I will never achieve that. But maybe second partner statue. So it's endless. I will never have enough as long as prices stay reasonable cheap. We now have some experience from the first bull and the first bear. So hopefully we take the right decisions going onward. So but a lot of stuff to do because stacking is always good. We want to take profits without selling my collection, you know?
Yeah, definitely. I got that. In terms of the Mighties, there's rumors over the last 2.5, 3 years. I don't even know how long those rumors go back in time. Will we see a Marvel Mighties game? What do you think? Or some kind of gamification with the Marvel Mighties?
If I need to bet, I would say yes. I don't know if it's a game or if it's utility in the VeVe-verse, or it could be a trading card game. It could be like a mini game or a chess game. We know that from a lot of games, Mobile Legends and and stuff. A lot
So
of
some kind of gamifications with the Marvel Mighties is your guess. Like gun to the head, yes.
yes.
Okay. We will see. We will see. That would be great, to be fair. You said earlier that we've been through a bull, we've been through a bear, and as it looks right now, the next bull run is up and coming, or we are already kind of in the bull run, but not in the NFT bull run, to be fair. Prices stay relatively flat compared to the 2021 NFT bull run and VeVe bull run. If the NFT bull run comes back as you and I think, your collection will be worth a lot of money. Do you have a profit-taking strategy, or is it just collect them all and keep them forever? What is your strategy behind that?
I'm sacrificing things now I would love to buy for stacking other things I also love. So my strategy is this time I definitely will take profits. Last time I thought, no, it's too cheap. It will make me
it's going to the moon.
It's going to the moon, and it's always only the beginning. This time I will take profits, but this time I'm prepared because, for example, I don't know, I have 20 Boba Fett ultra rares.
Okay.
For this reason,
A few of them, you can let go a few of them, definitely.
Yeah. You know, the magical free. You hold one, you rent one, so you give one for rent, and you sell one. So the magical free is always my goal, and if I have more, it's for profit taking. Same with comics and everything. I won't sell my partner statue because I only have one. So that have to be ridiculous high prices that I will sell that.
Okay, what would be a price you think about selling partners to? Just say, just a number. Just say a number.
I don't know, higher than last time. Last time was like
64, 70?
No, close to 50, I think. For the
Okay.
partner, close to 50. Probably more than last time. Then I'm beginning to think about it. Maybe.
Okay. You said like the three parts of your collection. So the renting, what was the other two?
Keep one, give one for rent, and sell one.
All right. Renting. I mean, we all thought in 2021 renting was around the corner. What are your thoughts today on renting? Because there's not much reason to rent something without a functioning metaverse and stuff, or some token gated stuff maybe. But do you see other reasons to rent out? And if renting becomes a thing, what do you think? When will this be? In the next year? In the next 2 to 4, 5 years? What is your opinion on that?
So first of all, I think the regulation is becoming softer. So maybe we are closer now because of the administration in the States. But I don't know. But probably regulation will do the path for doing stuff like renting or similar things. I don't know how long it will take. The VeVeverse will be important in case of VeVe. So I would give them, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 years. But I can imagine having renting until the next bull.
I
don't know.
It's just a guess, but it sounds reasonable, to be fair, because as Ben already stated in a lot of interviews, the next time is for growing the customer base of VeVe, and I don't think that renting yeah, it has such a big priority right now because there's not much to rent out for or to rent from. Yeah, so
But this can change quickly. Let me say this: this can change quickly because I can imagine renting for the purpose of gamification. So imagine driving a car in a play to earn race.
yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah,
the better your car is, the better are your chances to win the pot or to win the league. I don't know.
yeah.
Gamification is important. I can even imagine like advertisement revenue share from advertisement or reverse selling.
What do you
Imagine
mean by that?
imagine having a Marvel logo or a
Yeah.
VeVe logo or a partner statue, and the world is going digital, and Disney or Marvel or VeVe will advertise. Or sell the advertisement to other companies because you get traction through VR, AR, mixed reality, gamification, VVverse, and all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you will have companies paying for the advertisement, so we can have advertisement in the VVverse. Imagine you have brand related stuff which can push the marketing. You own that, so you could have
Okay,
revenue.
I see that, but s- to that point, so that this renting stuff and advertising and etc. happens, the VVverse has to be a place where people are. For
Exactly.
example, this sandbox, there are a handful of people in there. So, and we saw a lot of previews for the VVverse, and they look great, in my opinion. So, but what do you think will be like the first iteration of the VVverse? I mean, the VVverse should come out in the end of January, at the end of January, or something like that, or Q1, something like that was stated by Ben, I think. Um, what is your expectation for the VVverse for the first iteration?
And it was Q1 last year, so I don't know. Um,
Yeah, okay, fair point.
but I hope that the first iteration will be all the social stuff. So not the huge 3D triple A game
Yeah,
quality, huge world VVverse, because I think that's a lot of work. And what do you do with that if nobody is there? So
yeah,
you need reasons that people are joining the VVverse, and more important, keep spending time in there. And as far as I recognize, VeVe is very aware of it. And I hope, or my guess is that the first iteration will be your home space, maybe interacting with other home space, maybe having your VeVe or Marvel or Run English world. So first bigger worlds and
yeah,
community places. But more important for me, I want to have the Discord event stage, the podcast, what we are doing now, the
yeah.
VeVe
Inside the
YouTube
VVverse.
live streams,
Yeah,
visiting my home space, and we watch somebody's stream, or I'm watching you how you build your VVverse. We having a chat, maybe screen sharing or something, having IRL talks like nowadays, but bringing all the traction we give X and YouTube
Discord
and
and stuff.
Discord and
Yeah,
all this stuff into the VVverse, because in at this moment VeVe is already generating revenue out
yeah,
of it because they have traction for advertisement.
yeah, yeah,
That's my and having hopefully having 1, 2, 3 not too complicated mini games. So do
yeah,
your dailies, earn your points, visiting in home space, having a chat there, maybe having like poker games. I don't know.
yeah,
That would be great.
yeah. I would love to see like a little chess game or something with
Mhm.
Marvel Mighties. Just easy chess game. where you can interact and play against each other.
Yeah.
And in terms of the community, I would say the VeVe community is really active, really outgoing and supportive, most of them. And I think it would be a great opportunity to VeVe to channel this all inside the VeVeverse. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's already happening. Discord is a great thing, but the software is not easy. It's pain. I would like to have it in the VeVeverse, opening an app and yeah, having a chat and
Yeah.
only getting used to one interface, because now I need Twitter, I need Telegram, I need
Yep.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Should be all easy.
I myself really struggle with Discord, to be fair, because I never used Discord before, and VeVe is the only reason why I have Discord and sometimes look inside the different features, but it's kind of complicated, to be fair.
And don't get me wrong, the Discord mods and VeVe and all the people who are involved did a very great job, because Discord is the only place where you can have these token gating stuff.
Mm.
That's the thing, because you can't do it in Telegram or something similar. We need it for token gating for Master Collector, Diamond, and Poker Club and Comics Club, and I don't know, all this stuff. So they did a very good job, and now I hope they bring it all over to the VeVe ecosystem in the VeVeverse.
Yeah, a really exciting times ahead, I think. A lot of new people will probably come to VeVe, and maybe they feel a little left behind from all the big whales like you or those people who are into VeVe since the beginning of 2021. What would you say to someone who is new to VeVe, who discovers VeVe in 2025 and wants to build a meaningful collection? What would you say to them?
Just start little and slow, because we are still early. You know, all the use cases we talked about in our chat now, this is some years away. So there is no need to rush. It's about fandom and community first. Start collecting some points or sets or what you like, whatever, and get involved into the community, and then learn about it and find your place. What's your favorite thing? On what you want to focus on, because that's very difficult. You know, there's so many stuff. So it's difficult to find your focus, and that would probably my advice. Just start step by step. There's no need to rush. You won't be rich overnight. Don't worry. So just enjoy the journey.
Yeah. Okay. Great tips for newcomers. And in terms of the new people, would you say that pursuing to reach level 100 is a good strategy or a good goal for someone who is new or who will be new to VeVe this year?
So maybe not level 100, I don't know, but it's always good to consider making levels and have your rank accomplishments, because we already saw the beginnings. I truly believe in the future you will have a lot of rank-based, level-based, MCP-based crafting stuff, and so on and so on. So I always imagine the daily cash flow. You should have this in your mind and actively decide if you wanna join this game or not. I'm a gamer. I love gamification. I can see the long-term vision. So I'm already happy to collect MCP points for the future. And David, Dan, Eagle, Ben, and all the guys, it will be very tough to get my MCP points. So hopefully there's something huge where we can spend all our MCP points. And same for new people. You need to start, and levels will be important, ranks as well.
Yeah. Okay. You've mentioned David and Dan, the two founders of VeVe, and you already mentioned Ben, the co-CEO, the new co-CEO of VeVe. VeVe's mission is the place where the world collects. Will David, Dan, and Ben be able to pull this off, in your opinion? I guess I know your answer, but give me some context because you met those guys, David and Dan, you met twice, I think.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah, okay. So give us some insight. What kind of people are those two founders?
So my answer is yes, they will do it. No, obviously. No, if you meet them, you can feel and experience the passion. That's number one. You can feel the passion. David is like a little kid enjoying what he has built and telling everybody. He barely keeps secrets with
Yeah.
drops. He got better, right?
He
Um,
has to get better. I think he got in trouble for that a couple of
yeah,
times.
but that shows how excited he
Yeah.
is. And Alfred Kahn in the background is something special, which is important for me because
Is he
you
still
know,
in is he still involved a lot?
yeah,
Because I don't know
he
about that.
is. I met him in New York at
Yeah.
New York Comic Con 2024. Had a chat with him. He's involved.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
there and working. So
To David, I guess he is building his legacy, right?
yeah,
With Vivi,
I
he's
think so.
building his legacy. I think that's the point. He is so fired up. I think I never met him in person, but I will hopefully at New York Comic Con this year. Let's see.
And another point which is important for me, as far as I know, especially Dan and David and obviously Al Khan and probably Ben as well, they are set up. They don't have the need
Yeah,
to build something huge, to live a very good life, a wealthy life, and have a lot of money. They already have that
yeah,
without Vivi. They could have taken profit. What the fuck? Sorry, but they could have
yeah.
taken profit in a huge numbers. They didn't because that's not the point. Probably
So
they
no rug
in
pull
the
in your
future.
opinion, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sorry for all those people who say Vivi is a rug pull. That's
No.
totally not true.
And it's shown by facts. It's not
Yeah,
my opinion. That are facts because a lot of other crypto companies dump in the faces of their crypto communities, and obviously these are highly successful people already,
yeah,
and we all can be happy and honored and humbled that these guys found together and already achieved something the world doesn't know,
yeah,
because Disney, Marvel, and all. I don't need to mention all the
yeah, yeah.
IPs.
They
There's
they will not
no
they will not
competition.
they
There's
will
no.
not put their reputation on the line for a little more money, little more money. But for money they don't really need, to be fair. Okay, so David, we've talked about David. What about Dan?
Dan is more the quiet one on socials. He's more the technical guy, but he's a very funny guy. You can have a lot of fun with him. We had a lot of great parties, and I think he's very important in the background, managing all the technical stuff, building the VeVeverse, having the integration of all the corporations and collabs with VeVe Comics and Marvel publishing their comics on VeVe Comics, and he's very important, and you can feel his excitement and his dynamic if you meet him in person. He's just not like the most active guy on socials, but
Yeah,
in real life, he has a lot of esprit, and you can feel that passion
yeah,
as you can feel it with David, but David is more interacting on social.
Yeah. And what about Ben? Ben is kind of newer to the company as co-CEO. What is your opinion on the last couple of months where when he joined the company? What are your thoughts about that in terms of communication and some kind of roadmap thing? What are your thoughts about that?
I'm very happy that he's here, and he as a person especially, because I think he's very experienced, he's very intelligent, he speaks
the way he handles like the tough questions. I really like that.
But and he's straight, his communication is straight. He says what he means. He can say things about the issues and what went wrong or should be better. He's not afraid to putting that up front. I really like that. You can feel his experience at Binance and in crypto and managing teams around the world, or my first impression is very, very good, and he fills this lack of time and social and community interacting with great communication, multi languages and everything. It's a pleasure to observe what they did and how Ben is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So David and Dan can focus on the things behind the scenes, and Ben is more the face to the community more and more. I'm very happy.
Me too, definitely. I think those three people are like they complement each other in a really good way to like go this the way of VeVe and the next years. I think they are really competent, and I believe that are good person to trust with this mission of this big collecting super world, to be fair. So we talked a lot about VeVe, about Master Collector, about the founders and the co-CEO. Is there anything you want to talk about on the VeVe side? Anything that we didn't touch on?
I think it was a good conversation about VeVe and all the details. So maybe we save something for the next episode.
For another one, yeah, perfect. So let's go over to the other topic then, because VeVe and OMI, the cryptocurrency behind the VeVe ecosystem, they both go hand in hand. So, and there we have the OUP. Tell us about that, and tell us a little bit about OMI first, because I know you're kind of a big OMI bull, as well as like the big collection you have.
That's true. It's always a struggle, because I try to be 50-50 VeVe and OMI, and of course that's tough, because OMI isn't this much fun in comparison to VeVe. And I don't mean the prices. I mean, it's just buying a token and
and holding it, and nothing really. I get that.
I can't do anything with it. But now I can buy VeVe collectibles and sell VeVe collectibles in OMI and for OMI on the StackR platform. So we see the first real use case for OMI, and I hope that will be fully in place soon. And I'm curious to see.
It looks kind of good, even if you listen to what Dr. Profit says on X and all that. It looks like it's kind of ready in the next couple of weeks, maybe a few months. But what they have built so far is really impressive, to be fair. Let's go back. You hold OMI and collectibles. And you also get MCP points for holding OMI, right? And you
Yes.
came in because of OMI, not because of the collectibles, yeah?
True.
All right.
I first found OMI and then VeVe and got VeVe addicted. But to be fair, sure, we have OMI staking on the VeVe platform, on the VeVe app since 1 year now. So fully live 1 year. That means 4 seasons, because one season is 3 months. I'm a full staker for the whole time. So full staking means 10 million OMI is the maximum cap you can benefit from. But I try to do that on as much accounts, on family accounts as possible. So you get MCP points daily. That's one benefit. It fluctuates between, I don't know, I would say 500 to 1,000 points a day, because it depends on how many people are participating in this whole system.
Yeah.
The more people participate, the less will
Points
be
you get.
Yeah. But you get another thing, the bronze tickets. We all know bronze tickets, and we all read about...
I don't think that we all know bronze tickets. No. We don't all know bronze tickets. Give us a little introduction to the bronze tickets, please, and what we can probably expect from these tickets.
So that's difficult, because the first OUP article, there was written that we will have bronze tickets, silver tickets, gold tickets, and so much more. I'm not sure what of all these things is still up to date.
Yeah.
But up to date is, or sure is, we will be able to do something with the bronze tickets. And I could imagine, they told us bronze tickets, that's what we know, are transferable. That's important. We know that we can gain MCP points from bronze tickets, but not MCP points to build your MCP position, because you get very small points for
short time MCP points, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's for manipulating your rank for a certain day. Imagine tomorrow will happen a drop. You said, was it One Piece? No, Dragon Ball Z, right? Dragon Ball Z is your fandom. You would spend all MCP points, but imagine you couldn't spend them because
I'm not in the right level. Yeah, fuck, that would be so
high enough to participate at all.
Yeah.
So you will need, in this case, in this example, you will need bronze tickets to shoot up your MCP points only for this day. It's not for, oh, I'm getting only 2,000 MCP points.
Yeah.
That's shit. But imagine having 2,000 MCP points additional for this day. Imagine what will happen to your rank at this day.
Yeah.
That is a gamification and a utility people are sleeping on, because it's not here. It is here, but you can't do anything with it because you don't have this token gated drops. But they will happen, and probably sooner or later they will have very good stuff, and rewarding OGs and collectors and OMI holders. And so you need to participate in the ecosystem, and that's what I'm trying to do, playing the ecosystem and participating as much as I can, as best as I can.
Okay, so OUP, daily MCP points and bronze tickets. So far. Is there more to OUP right now?
No, I don't think so. Right now, there's not more, but probably there will be more in the future. Not especially earning something through OMI, but maybe utilizing bronze tickets, for example, for more use cases. That would be like getting more utility.
So you are well connected within the VeVe community. Are there some rumors on the OUP side you could share or we could talk about? Just rumors, nothing for certain, but is there anything that you heard that excites you about the OUP of the future? Maybe.
So it's not a rumor, but obviously what excites me is the deflationary aspect of OMI. So the burning mechanisms, once we can buy and sell our collectibles in OMI to 100% and hopefully most of the big IPs. That's something I'm really excited for, although it's no rumor, it will happen. It's a matter of time.
Do you know how many we already burned till this day, roughly?
I don't know, but it's
A
not
couple million, right? I think.
Yeah,
Not
probably
that
more,
much
but
compared
nothing.
to like the overall OMI stack. But do you think that the burn rate will go up drastically in the next, let's say, half year to a year, so that we burn a lot of OMI, not just a couple of million?
I think so, but of course it's complicated because in regards to the OMI price, we need to see the difference. The higher OMI is, the higher the price is, the lower is the amount of OMI
that gets burned. Yeah.
So yes, I think so. We will see a huge increase of burning OMI in the more short to midterm, but of course it will be interesting to see where the OMI price is due to the overall crypto bull run probably, and how much new users we will have in the upcoming NFT hype, if there is an NFT hype. But yes, it will be a lot more. You will have more opportunities because they told us you can buy bronze tickets with OMI. Then, so there should be a reason. We talked about it, but imagine buying bronze tickets with OMI and burning some OMI, maybe, I don't know, or paying accessories for the VeVeverse in OMI and burning a percentage of it. And all the, not to forget, all the community made stuff because of listening to burn emoji and all the guys. It's the great initiative. So there will be plenty of opportunities, and I truly believe OMI has good times ahead. I don't know what the next bull will bring, but overall, the ecosystem is set up very well, and I hope they can bring it in place. Let's say like the next 6 to 12 months.
Yeah. All right. So I have to ask the next question, but before I do so, nothing in this whole interview is financial advice, and especially not the answer to the next question. Give me a bear case, a bull case, and a base case for the OMI token within the next bull run.
Yeah, so nothing is financial advice, but you can imagine I think about that a lot because I have a little more than 70 million OMI, so I'm interested in where it will be. So my worst case would be under the last all-time high, because I want to explain, because I still can't see any reason why OMI should be lower than that. We have so many things. I don't care, because crypto guys don't care if they come as newcomer into the crypto hype like me last time and buying high prices, doing all these mistakes like me. I did all these mistakes. So
FOMO was great on my side as well, definitely.
First million OMI was like $8,000. So so my bear case would be under the last all-time high for whatever reason, I don't know. My bull case would be
just go to the base case first.
Okay, then the base case, I can imagine like 2.5 to 3.5 cents.
Yeah, that's my base case as well. To be fair.
Somewhere around double or triple the last all-time high, because all of the catalysts we spoke about, depending on how many of them are in place at this time, how crazy will NFTs be in the hype, and how crazy will be the bull run overall.
I can see 2.5 to 3.5 cents as well. Yeah.
And I wouldn't say the super moon golden goose case, but like 8 to 10 cents would be the hyper bull case for me, because market cap is already high. Then we need a lot of catalysts. We need a lot of liquidity in the market. We
need exchanges.
I don't know if we need exchanges, to be honest, but we need more NFT hype and celebrities and all the social metrics from a bull run in crypto overall. But let's say we said base case is 3.5, 4 cents. Bull case would be double of that.
Yeah, I can see that definitely. Okay, going back to, I said we need exchanges, and you kind of disagreed. Why?
First of all, exchanges are very helpful for getting liquidity, for sure.
Yeah.
But we are on Base now. Base is the layer 2 solution from Coinbase.
Yeah.
We have an integrated wallet there. You can hold your cryptos, your keys to your cryptos there. So the question for me is, why do I need thousands of big exchanges to buy and sell my OMI? What for? OMI needs to be popular, but OMI will be popular through VeVe and the utility, because it's a utility token in the VeVe and Ecomi ecosystem.
Yeah.
And because of IPs and fandoms and benefits you gain from OMI regarding your fandoms and IPs. Sure, I wish we come on Binance and Coinbase and all the exchanges. For sure, it's helpful. Is it 100% necessary that OMI will go to the moon? No, it isn't, because last time OMI was one of the best performing coins in the overall crypto market. Okay. And being on, I don't know, free exchanges, nobody knows.
Yeah. So we talked about the co-CEO Ben earlier in the interview, and he worked at Binance New Zealand and Australia. I guess he was the head of New Zealand and Australia, so he would probably have good connections within the wider exchange world. But in terms of VeVe, because he's the co-CEO of VeVe, he doesn't talk about OMI. What are your thoughts on this topic?
I think he will talk about OMI in the future. At the moment, it's not his responsibility, and I don't think that it's important for him to talk about OMI now. We have like Foster and the team and who are responsible for OMI and the communication, and I think it's still a legal.
Okay. Okay, got it.
And probably this thread will become smaller and smaller and smaller. I don't think that it is they don't have ideas for OMI, or they haven't built it yet, or they don't plan to do it. I have no worries, but they are very, very careful. And for me, on my investor side, not the collector side, on my investor side, I'm very happy that they do it this way, because imagine they would talk about it and doing airdrops and buybacks and all the good stuff. We would be happy for sure.
Yeah, but for a short time, probably.
Yeah, would VeVe and OMI be there in 3 years if they would have done that?
Yeah,
I doubt it. So hopefully regulation circumstances will become easier for VeVe and OMI, and
the chances for that are good.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure then we will see a lot more OMI talks and OMI utility and OMI gamification.
Yeah. Okay. You already talked a little about StackR. Give these people who are not that far into the OMI and StackR topic a quick overview. What is StackR and what kind of benefits do you get, or does the community get from participating and selling and checking on StackR? Because I think it's a kind of a really helpful, great platform that has a lot of room to grow, but is at a really good point at this time.
StackR will be very important. It is already, but in the future, it will be a core piece of the whole ecosystem in my eyes. First of all, it's a great analytics platform. You can check which wallets bought certain collectibles, sold certain collectibles, hold how many collectibles from Disney, from Marvel. You have rankings, who has the most collectibles, who has the most Disney collectibles, or the most sub 100 collectibles. So it's first of all a great analytics platform. Second, it's a marketplace. You buy and sell collectibles with OMI. That's the second very important use case. You can hold and store your OMI on StackR and earn your benefits. So
I really like that part. Yeah.
And bronze tickets from it. So that's the proof StackR is here to stay and will be very important for the whole ecosystem. So it's like the third-party integration of all the trading and the analytics VeVe doesn't has at the moment, and probably they will source it out to StackR more and more.
It looks like it, yeah.
And Dr. Profit, the owner of StackR, the boss, already told us in Spaces, so it's official, that his goal is to do it for collectors. So integrating token gating, having communities around what you hold as collectibles, maybe secret rare comics, or you are the Disney boss, or I don't know which gamification, and checking profiles, knowing to who you talk. That's a problem at the moment. I don't know to who I'm talking if I'm write a message on Telegram to a random guy. I don't know his collection or his fandom, or he doesn't has a detailed profile. So that's a goal of him to evolve it to a place from collectors for collectors, where you interact, check to who you talk, knowing the fandom, making deals, maybe, mint hunting and everything.
Yeah, I think through his business background and his passion for collecting, he is one of the perfectest, the best one of the best guys to build such marketplace next to VeVe. Yeah,
he's a great guy. He's highly successful, and data analytics and data providing is, as far as I know, his IRL business as well. So he's very helpful and a very important part of the community overall.
Yeah, and I heard he's a really humble guy, even though he is so successful in his business life.
I met him sometimes now, and he's like the friendly guy, the friendly neighbor. He's a very humbled and nice guy.
The friendly spider from the neighborhood.
Yeah, probably. So I'm really happy he's part of the community, and recently part of VeVe and Ecomi with his StackR platform.
Yeah. Felix, is there anything you want to talk about on the OMI side? Because I run out of questions now after 1.5 hours. Is there anything we missed so far? Anything you want to point out to, or just say at the end?
I really enjoyed the conversation, and maybe we will have another episode when things develop.
I hope so. Yeah.
For now, I really enjoyed it, and I think we covered the most important things. Thanks for having me again. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, for me as well. Really appreciate you being here. And guys, if you liked this interview, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think about the different topics we discussed in the interview, and leave a like, because as you heard in the beginning, this is the first video on this channel, and I would highly appreciate your comment, your like, or your follow. It would be a pleasure if you guys will be part of this journey. See ya.
Collect the minds where the fire ignites. Every piece connects, every fandom unites. Collect the minds where the passion aligns. It's not just the items, it's the stories behind.